Hey, Taylor Elwood here, and today I want to talk about an interesting realization I had in my daily meditation today. I'm working with Elephant right now, and in the meditation, what ended up coming up was this realization that sometimes what really holds us back from achieving something that we want is what our focus is on. And what I mean by that is this. Let's say you're in a situation where you really want to get to something else. You want to be doing something else. You want to be away from a situation that you're in. Sometimes what holds us back from getting to where we want to go, to the desired result that we're looking for, is a focus on the things that we don't want to deal with. And it may seem odd, like why would that matter? But think about it in this way. If you have your emotions and your thoughts all directed toward what you don't want, what you're actually doing is you're continuing to manifest what you don't want as a result, because you're fixated on it, you're focused on it, you're paying attention to it, you're putting everything toward what you don't want, and you're turning that into the reality that you're continually experiencing. Now, part of the inspiration for me to focus on this realization came about because I was reading When Things Fall Apart by Pema Chodron, and she talks about how sometimes you have to be nailed to the spot, nailed to this place of uncomfortable awareness where like there's nothing, you can't do anything, you can't escape from things. And I got to thinking about that, and I was like, well, you know, sometimes the way that people actually escape is they fantasize, they think about where they would like to be doing, what they would like to be doing, but then they also end up creating this comparison model where they compare it to where they're at now and what they're dealing with. And in a weird kind of way, people end up escaping into what they don't like. They end up telling themselves these elaborate stories about what they don't like about their job, what they don't like about their relationship, what they don't like about X, Y, and Z. And it becomes this own reality which keeps people mired in it because, hey, that's what you've chosen to define your reality by what you don't want. And I think that when you can catch yourself in this and be aware of it, then you have this opportunity to go and make some changes to it by virtue of what you're trying to do. You can start to redirect your attention. For example, I would say that, you know, if you're caught up in this narrative of something that you don't really like, why not refocus it and redirect it towards something that you really want? Or why not be really present with what it is that you don't like about it and ask yourself what truths it has to reveal to you, and see what you can learn from it and let go. And to kind of give you a case in point, in my particular case, I've had this situation where I'm in you know, something you know, I'm in this situation where I'm doing this type of work I don't really care for. I don't like the stress. I don't like having to deal with the situation in time where I'm having to deal with other people and their reactions because they're not getting something to happen the way they want it to, and I'm having to kind of respond to that in a manner that is really about trying to make things better for them, but at the same time I'm having to deal with their emotions. And there's a period of time there where I really kind of got fixated on what I didn't like about that, and I kind of go in each day thinking, oh great, I got to deal with X, Y, and Z. And this last week I realized, you know, I just have to let that go. Yes, those are things that I'm dealing with, but the more I fixate and focus on those things, the more those things become the most important aspect of reality that I'm dealing with. Instead, I need to simply acknowledge them and let them go. Be present with them and then let them go on their way, and refocus on what's really important, which is getting to where I want to be, you know, achieving the result I want to achieve, instead of letting these things that I don't like define my reality, defining my reality by virtue of what I really am looking for. And so I share this because I think it's a good example of how you can get in your own way, that sometimes one of the ways you can get in your own way is to simply get in your way by virtue of focusing on what you don't like and letting that thing define you and define the way that you approach your reality and handle the situations that you're in. Anyway, just thought I would share this short video about that, kind of give you some food for thought. It's certainly given me some food for thought, and I'm, you know, going to continue to work with it. And thanks for watching, and take care. And if you found this video helpful, please donate. Take care.